Hi everybody, my name is Austin, and we're here to compare the 2007 Beowulf movie to the original English epic poem. To start, let's get some information on Beowulf, the original poem. It was an Old English epic about a Geat warrior who helped King Hrothgar and the Danish who would defend his kingdom from Grendel, the monster who lived nearby. The movie version follows this same plot, but there's a lot of differences throughout. Some say ruin it, some say help it, but that's what we're here to discuss. Okay, so to start, the start of both of them, Grendel attacks Heorot, the massive dining meat hall thingy, and would kill Danish people, so they stopped having parties there. They call Beowulf in, and he slays Grendel. That's the same in both. But in the poem, I don't think anybody pictured him to be as epic and massive and slimy and nasty looking as he did in the actual movie. So that kind of adds to the disliking of him within the movie. Some would say helps it, some would say hurts it. And then in the movie version, after he slays Grendel, you end up seeing him go down to the lair, and it's a beautiful lady down there. It's not an ugly monster, Grendel's mom. I think this almost takes away, because in the movie, it's like, oh, that's not that bad. But in the book, it's like, oh yeah, kill her, yeah. In the movie, after Beowulf slays Grendel's mom, he brings back the head of Grendel to prove he killed her. In the text, he doesn't bring back the head. Also, after he brings back the head, King Hrothgar jumps off the balcony and kills himself. That definitely was like, whoa, because in the poem it said nothing about him killing himself. It just said that Beowulf takes the throne and you assume that he dies from old age, the old king. So now, let's move on to later on in the text, to part 2. So, in part 2, there's a dragon terrorizing the city. That doesn't change between the book and the movie. But in the movie, you learn that is actually his son, because Beowulf mated with the Grendel's mother, who ends up becoming his son's mother, too. And the dude, it's a shapeshifter who goes from a golden person and can shapeshift into a dragon and is terrorizing the city. So, in the book, when Beowulf sets out to slay the dragon, they go into the country land, him and his company of men, and they all abandon him except for one. And it takes Beowulf and his lone, what you could say, not survivor, but I don't know what to say. His lone loyal servant, you could say, I guess, to slay the dragon, and with the teamwork in both of them, they kill the dragon. But Beowulf is gravely hurt and ends up dying, and then they have a big Viking funeral for him. Whereas in the movie, they do set out to. Beowulf goes out with the lair of the dragon, which is also the place where he attempted to slay Grendel's mom, but then the dragon starts chasing him, chases him all the way back to the castle, and starts destroying the castle, trying to eat his wife and the other lady, and then Beowulf ends up jumping down the dragon, pulling its heart out, slaying it there at the castle. So I guess in both the book and the movie, Beowulf dies defeating the dragon, but in the book he takes help, and in the movie, it looks like Beowulf is still the lone hero. There's a Viking funeral for him in both movies. But overall, they were both very entertaining, because the poem, it had the details. You could tell it was old-fashioned, that sort of thing. In the movie, you could see the updates, but it didn't really take away from the story at all. It was